We're going to see now Beis Hashem Yisbarach Daf Vav Omed Beis. We're up to the middle of the blot. We're up to here. Menayim Shi Mechuver Basei. The Gemara is going to see now that the Sicha, the Gemara is trying to figure out if Sicha Kishtia is Min HaTorah or Min Rabbanon. So the Gemara must bring out that we know for sure that it is a say. It says by Ma'aser Sheni, I did not give from that to a mace. Mine and Kayom. What are we talking about here? If it means I didn't buy a box and tachrichem, how can it be? The language here needs a tikkun. Davashi also l'chai should said loshi. I'm going to fix it here because it doesn't sound that it sounds like a mistake here. Loshi also l'chai. He's talking about, I think it's also l'chai. L'chai also the koshkan and mace. The Torah needs to say that such a thing. You're not allowed to buy even for a live person. I think it's not a meichel. Which thing is mutar l'chai asla mace? We're talking about sicha. So you see from this pasuk that you're not allowed to be sach for a mace. So here then there's an isser of sach shemen chus l'chaim. It means there's an isser a sicha ma'aser sheni. Isser asay. Needless a sandal. Tony kol ish an omri l'surim needless a sandal yatsa l'derech noil. If he goes on a way he's allowed to put it on. When it comes to a city, he has to take it off when he gets to the city. Some say you're allowed to go out with a sack. What's the Omar of Chizda? Man the Omar yoitzim apigashal baget, and Omar and yoitzim apigashal oil. It depends if it's made from cloth or from leather. Yitzchak Nachman Salga B'Shiba Levi B'Leilat Ksemi Rabbe. Nofkli Gabe, he came out to him lobish slice. A shoe, a slipper that just had a sole. Only my hochen, only istinis. I mean, istinis, I'm allowed to wear such as it wasn't a regular shoe, but it had still a sole. Shua ben Nachman Tzalig of Shima Levi that Anisa Nofel Gabet Luvish Chilias, only my hochen, istinis, the same story. Shammai, Chamine, Shammai, they saw him, Nofik, Lovish Chilias, but Leila, Tanisa. Chat Talmud with the Ramona, Hoyre, but from Talmud from Ramona, Paskin, the Chadman, Kiroiv, the Nisaya, the Kroiv of the Nasi, the English Salaisa, Omalayman, Adod of Shima Levi, the Baal, Oma Istrisan. You note from this of Shima Levi that he said Istrisani. So these two stories here happened to Shuma and Levi. There's two stories here that before Nofik Gabe. Means if Shima Levi went. Shima Levi came out with such a. Shima Levi said he's an Istimus. Tashma Shamita. It says that one of the things he cannot do is Tashma Shamita. We're talking about the three Taniyas, the second set that was for the people. They started the first three and then the second three. The second three is also with Tashma Shamita. Like the Gemara, I understand Isachom, Rechitza also Tashma Shamita Koshkin. Means if you cannot do Rechitza, how can you're supposed to take, you're supposed to go to the mikveh in order to say Divrei Torah, the Tfilas Ezra. So, versteht sich, you cannot do Tashma Shamita, because then you won't be able to go, you can't go to the mikveh, it's also to do Rechitza. But the Gemara, the possible in Toivna, you couldn't actually take his Ezra to the Balakir. So then you have to say Isra Tashma Shamita, because without that, you could have done Tashma Shamita, and without going to the mikveh before the Konas Ezra. But Enichaname, after the Konas Ezra, versteht sich, since you can't go to the mikveh, versteht sich that it's also to do Tashma Shamita. Yanka ba'acha Reb Imi b'Shem Shiban Levi ein carry element Tashma Shamita. It's a new Gemara here. The din of carry is that Chayiv Litbel only goes on Tashma Shamita. Even if he dreams about Tashmish also. Only if he thinks about Isha. even if different, doesn't matter. Any kind of tashmish, you are chayav to do tefillah if you saw a carry during the chalayim. Tamatanin, and kapirim also b'achile, b'shtia, b'chitza, tachichna in zman tashemit. Tell Allah, Balakirian, we learn on that, Balakirian, taking kedarkim with sin of Kippurim. Is the pliga of Shir ben Levi? We see from this that about carry is chayiv without tashmish, because in Kippur you can't do tashmish. So how is it possible that you should be chayiv to do tvila middle of Yom Kippur? Elamai, it means that if you saw a carry just without tashmish, just with chalayim. So the Gemara, so it's asking a question on this. How is it a kasha? We see that you have to do tvila carry, but carry needs to do tvila for different Torah, even if you saw a carry without tashmish. So the Gemara, Pasalov, Ishishimish Betosim Badiyoim, Shochach Letofel. We're talking a guy that forgot to do tvila Yom Kippur. He did tashmish, let's say, the night before Yom Kippur, and he forgot to do tvila, and he reminded himself middle of Yom Kippur. So we say that he's allowed to go to mikvah Yom Kippur. But if a person just had a dream and they saw a carry, he's not mechiv b'chal to do tefillah for that. But Tana Ma'aseh Yosef with the Chalafte, it's Roy to Yosef Tzina Ben Kippur. Yitzchak Meimel Yitzchak Giv Kodesh Shecheich. It possibly forgot. For sure he went to the mikveh Yom Kippur. It must have been that he just saw a carry at night. So we see from that even for seeing a carry at night, it's also it means by the dream you're also mechuyev to do tefillah, and it doesn't patter you from you don't say that since you didn't see it through tashmish you patter from tefillah as well. Wieder beim Pazi, Ebchon b'shem Shmuel bar Yitzchak, Noyer b'knitzat l'tei v'nes l'tashmish hamit. My time, where do you know that? Says it Vosa l'tei v'ato v'nech ishto shem nech ito. It's also hito l'tashmish hamit. My time, where do you know that? Say l'tei v'ato ishto v'nech shem nech ito. So there it says him and his wife together. Because they were separate families, they didn't do tashmish. That's why there was to be nitzel from the table. Tegelach shikein tanina. We learned cham kelev oev kikol hasem. Cham yatzim afuchem. Cham came out black. Kelev yatzim afutzim. Mitashmishay. He's very porous. He got punished because they were over on this and they did tashmish. They were not allowed to do tashmish during the mabul. Since they did it, they got punished. Okay, this is the end of daf. We went very too far. No, let me finish till the Mishnah already. Omer Bavin Ksiv b'choiser b'kofen galmud b'sheshat evei chesorn b'lo olam aseh ishtochal galmuda. And it's also to do tashmish shemita b'shnas raven. You should make your wife a galmuda. Omer Levi Ksiv yitziv l'shnei abanim aim sai. When was that? Terem etosh nesirov. Tanam shem b'shiyudet teiv abanim shamshet his hand. If you don't have any children, that yom shetovla. It's only leil tvila. You're allowed to do that because you don't have children yet. But a person is not allowed to do tashmish hamita b'shnas raven. Okay, the end of daf vav amud.